Today is June 9th, Sunday, 2024. Daisy is 32 days pregnant. Today she was through her halfway mark. Her belly is starting to show. Her little nippies are showing. And she's had, as what I know of so far, she's had morning sickness twice. That's what I know of. She could have did whatever without me knowing. One of it was what she ate, baby mice. So now you can actually notice her little tits. They're showing, and her belly it isn't up in there like it used to be. It's more level now. Here comes Rossi, the daddy. Come on, big daddy. There's Big Daddy. So we're going to try to walk up in the woods just to keep out of the sun a little bit. We still have to walk through the sun, but this will be less sun. And Daisy does get a sunburn on her little face. So we're going to try to closer to her nose. She gets it. So we're walking up towards Mill Village from the reservation, which is way up that way. Look at the clouds. They look like Homer Simpson clouds. So as you get right about here, you can feel the cool air from the woods. It feels like an AC. I think it's like 8:30 in the morning, 9 o'clock. Ooh, there's that hot sun. And in a minute we're going to be out of that, I hope. At least a little bit. So Rossi will stay on this side because it's cooler. Roscoe. I always call him Rossi if you ever notice. I call him everything all the time. My favorite name for him is Rossi Jogassi. His real name is Roscoe. I can't even remember it anymore. Roscoe Pico Jogas Gugu. Oh, I just got right to here and I'm just extremely hungry. No, nothing inside me. Hopefully that passes. So here we are in the cool woods. And when Daisy runs through the woods, she doesn't have to worry about the flies because they can't keep up with her in the woods. She can just zip right through these places. We're trying to stay out of the sun. Yeah, today is June 9th. I'm not sure if it's Father's Day or Father's Day is next week. I don't even have a father, so I'm not even worried about it. But Roscoe's going to be a father, and I don't know if we should celebrate too early. Maybe by next year, but anyways, for this year we might do something for him just because he's going to be a daddy. In 2 weeks, he's only 3 weeks off or something. Month off. Roscoe will be hopefully our new little daddy. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. I never want to say like I want to be sure, but I'm never too sure. But right now we're pretty sure that we're getting ready for these babies. The woods are so cool here. Like you can feel the cold air just blowing through like AC. The closer you get, the better it feels. But maybe we'll walk in there. In these woods. I know at some point we can step in. They're the world's thickest woods too. Look, there's a big deer track. The deer probably walk along this road because it's easier than walking through the woods. So there is an area right here, Days, and it looks like someone did walk in here. So this is the woods. And let me tell you, there's probably a million ticks in here. But what we're going to do is we'll take them off later. There's a great big thing here. I wonder what it is. I'm going to hope that it's not any type of bear fucking cave. It does look like something. Oh, it's a great big tree down. A really big tree. Let's go see what knocked it down. I should have brought those clippers with me. I don't know if I left them at my mom's or in her car. Oh, the tree broke down. But we're at the beginning of the other swamp here. And my dogs are sticking close to me because we're in the woods. Yeah, so I don't know if we should hang around here too much longer. We are in the danger zone. Oh, and there's a lot of trees that are hanging like this, so that's another reason for us to get out of here. So let's walk this way just because there was never a path. Oh, look, some type of animal walked through here. It's been a deer. This must be a deer path. There is like pathways, and you can tell they're made by deer. So deer must walk in the same places all the time. Oh, and there's something down here in the woods. Ooh, someone's camp. Someone was down here hiding in the woods. Or someone's garbage. Looks like a bunch of toys. Just thrown there. Someone came all the way down here to drop off the garbage. I wouldn't have wasted my time. I would have just dropped it off right on the road. So we know that now. We know now that there was a roadway here. And you can kind of see where they drove in. And they drove right back out. Oh, there's bags of garbage. Ooh, it smells like aspirin. That's what it smells like cutting through their aspirin. That was a little cooler in those woods. That was one reason to stop there. So now we have 1 month. 1 month and a week for Daisy. 34 more days. Is it? 32 more days. We're kind of 34 just in case. So this is like, I guess them being puppies was the beginning of our journey. And we had a plan all along. And some people think, this is what some people think. Some people think I breeded my dog just to make money. But let me tell you right now, whatever type of money I make was already put into these dogs. And I don't even know if I'm going to make money, because wanna know why? Because every home I found so far that was good, I don't want to charge the money. So I have a friend My Roscoe's scared. I wonder what's going on. So there is some type of opening here, and we're trying to get in there to see. We should have brought the clippers. So there's a big old tree turned up right here. And no doubt there are snakes living in there. So the snakes crawl in there and they go down for the winter, and that keeps them warm because they can hide inside the tree. I always feel like the nature person of the reservation talking about things I know. But I do know that snakes do crawl in here. This is their main go-to spots because they can't dig. But my dogs are in there. They can't go too far because less than 20 feet in there is the same marsh that we saw by the road. And it's impossible. Daisy can jump grass to grass, but you can't sit on top of them. So we're back out here. My dog's right there. Ross, come on out. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl. I'm just right here recording. I just want to make sure Ross don't go in too far. Ross! Risky! So Ross is in there or whatever. Now, our only problem is, like, the coyotes might be gone, but the bobcats are, like, forever. And the bobcat can not even be on the ground. He can be up in the tree. There's my Rossi. Hey, want to keep going this way for a while? Since we're in the cool woods of Indian Brook. This is Indian Brook. And what's crazy about it is I don't know why we don't take advantage of, like, all this area. And we don't have to have commercial buildings. We could just have a park. It's right easy to put benches. I noticed something about Shibby is people are bothered by other people having a good time. So if you have a park and someone's up there having drinks or whatever, that's the first thing they have to say is that the alcohol bothered them. Before it used to be marijuana, but now marijuana is all legal. We did the walk up here to someone's hideaway camp there. And people drive up there. What it is, it's people that don't live on the reserve, and sometimes they hide out there, they camp there, they do whatever. We don't care, it's their business. Even if they're hiding from the law, that is not our business. And no matter who you meet in the woods, whatever their problem is out there, it's not the problem here. So even if they're hiding from the law, they might share you their hot dogs or their Pepsi, and we're not the law, so we don't, even if they're hiding, sometimes we help them. It's not about the law, it's about being a human. And if someone's caught in a bad way, it doesn't hurt to help a little bit. Even if you think that their crime needs a punishment, that's not us. We're not the judge. You're not the judge and jury. Look at this guy across the freaking. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Oh, Daisy gonna kill that spider. And she probably did. We're walking away. That's what we gotta do. Someone's war pony is over here. Daisy, don't touch that thing. Christ, I told little kids not to do that, and you went right over there and licked the ugly thing. Christ, they got lungworm, and here you are pregnant. Fucking go right up and fucking look at it. Sometimes I see these trails right through the woods, and I wonder what they are. But I know that people were paid to cut the border of the reservation, and that's pretty hard. It really is, to be accurate. There's my Daisy killing bugs. That's my Roscoe. We gotta turn around at some point. Roscoe gets up here and gets crazy. He just wants to run out there looking for someone that wants him, I guess. Oh, there's traffic up there. We can see it. Ross, let's go back. Come on, Ross. See, it doesn't matter, Ross. We walk so far and turn around. You don't care. Come on, Ross. I always want to make a video walking from Mill Village to the reserve, but it takes so long. My arm usually gets tired because I'm holding my phone. Ross, come on. Ross. Let's go, Days. Ross wants to go find another way, man. Today's your day to fucking make your break, buddy. We're tired of chasing Ross. Every day, Ross does the same thing, makes me chase him. Every day. See, look, bottles of pee. Look right there, Days. There's where the mouse is. Look. I don't know how you're not looking. Fuck. Sometimes we could run into things and Daisy will totally not see them because she's too excited. She's looking at my hands and I'm trying to show her where they are, but she expects things to pop out of my hands and I can't get her to stop looking at my hands. My other dogs, I could point and they would know where I was pointing and they would look. And I'm trying to learn Daisy that, but I can't. Every time I open my hand, she thinks I got a treat for her. So she don't budge. She waits to see where I'm going to throw it. But what I should do is act like I'm throwing a treat towards whatever and see if she'll go for it. But every time we see an animal, and I'll say something, Daisy will look at my hands. I can't get her to stop looking at my hands. It's like that treat's going to come out of those hands. What I did today, I usually wake up pretty early, and what I did is I got this fabric and I put it on my windows so it's really dark. Look at that tree hanging over, gonna kill us. I don't even think it can because there's 2 trees across. But what I did is I covered my windows, and the other day I got to sleep in for till I don't know what time, 10:20, and then today I had them covered, but I left them. Last night I got out there and I opened them up. And so that made me wake up, I don't know what time, 6 in the morning. And then I flipped one of them over and I left one up. And the sun shone in my eyes like at 8:22 in the morning. I looked at the time. And finally I was like, I gotta get up. And all I gotta say to Ross when I'm up is I say, you wanna go for a walk? Wanna go for a walk? He's like, we are for a walk. What are you talking about? Wanna go for a walk? Yeah? Daisy likes walking all the time. So we walk along here. Here's our only problem. At this beginning of the summer, we run into all kinds of baby animals, and Daisy, really half the time, she don't care what their size is. Usually she doesn't bug birds, but lately she's just been finding the baby birds and just doing them all in. And what she does do is she kills them, and she makes it fast. She breaks their necks, and then she puts them in a pile if she doesn't eat them. The little mice, she'll eat them, and sometimes she'll crunch their little heads, and I know this because she's vomit them up. Sometimes she eats their little heads whole, So she has a hard time pooping when those little heads come out. You can see her just to push them, but they come out. Even the big ones. I'm pretty sure the big ones she crunches her heads. Because I always hear this pop. First I hear a scream, and then I hear a pop. That's what you hear when she's got the mice. Usually the mother one screams if the baby ones can't make a noise, but I should get some branches for my days. The daisy could run in the ditch and get rid of these flies. I wonder if I can get her a collar or something. The horseflies are bugging Daisy, and at home we do have something to swish them off, but we never found it yet. It's all piled in a pile of junk. I think we should walk home. And I want to shut the video off because after 15 minutes of holding this phone, my arm just gets really tired. If I could hold this phone up any other way, it would be great. But today is June 9th, Sunday. And we're going to try to keep these videos like this, I guess. That I'm not going to complain about the outside world because it doesn't matter here. And I'm always trying to focus on my dogs. And lately we've had different problems. We still have a vet bill of $450. I wonder why this horsefly is attracted to my phone. So obviously something crossed here. There's my shadow. Hi guys. I always think people aren't going to watch my videos until I die. And then they're going to go back and they're going to be like, oh, I wish I was walking with, Christ, she wouldn't even answer my inboxes. That's how shitty people are. I thought I heard something out there. But if I had heard though, Roscoe and Daisy definitely would have heard it. Seems like wherever I point my camera, they go in the opposite direction. Did you hear it, Daisy? I heard it too. I heard it that time. There's something making this noise out there. It's not a growl. That's why we try to always keep our eyes on Roscoe, because he's really small, but he thinks he's really big. And the thing with Ross is that he'll try to run up to a raccoon, and the raccoons they're like little natural born killers. They're gonna like just rip them to pieces. So I always try to make sure he doesn't catch up to them, but boy does he ever give the effort of chasing them. This is the reservation. Everyone's probably having their Sunday lunch. Every once in a while I can see stuff out in the fields. And I never noticed it before, but in the wintertime I should have really noticed everything, because you can see right through the woods. So there's at least 2 different girls that do this walk every day from Mill Village to the main part of the reserve up there. And there's a windmill up there, but it's not on our reserve, but it does bother our skies with the view. There's my dogs. This will flood over pretty at some point. This here will flood over. We're waiting for it. Everything will come through. And the water ends up looking like tea from the marsh. What I realized here is that people lack communication. They have very little. They know very little words are used. Very seldom use them. So it's like a basic. Half the time you can't even get a yes or a no. You get a like, oh yeah, we're caveman. I remember now. And then they use it's a visual thing half the time. You have to look at their faces, and you got to understand that this face means this, and but you're asking straight up questions, and they feel like they can't answer you. I don't know why. And there's no trick questions or anything like that, but that's how it goes. But today we don't worry about that out here. And it's like you can't be too harsh on them. It's like you're going to Africa trying to teach people how to act English or American. That's basically where you're at here. Ooh, there's something in that water. Is it fish? Oh, there is fish here. We did put food in there, but I can see them. There's my days. The only problem going in the water right now is there's a beaver in there, and he's starting to dig up that way. He's a little beaver, we already know. And the bigger beaver was shot. And we know who did it, and whatever. Like, after something's dead, you can't go back. And I think he's a hunter. That's what he does. But the thing about him being a hunter is he should have took that beaver's body out of here, and he didn't. He did it for show. He just came down and shot the fucking beaver. And then when people do that, and you look at him, you got to realize, like, I hate to be rude, but that's his percentage of being white, Caucasian, and you can see it because he has I'm not even allowed to describe him. We'll just forget that anyways. But anyways, the beaver's gone thanks to him. But the beaver did have babies before, and the babies spread out, and there's like I would really think that every beaver around here is related to each other. Oh, look, someone's little butterfly clip in the middle of nowhere. Someone's little cap for doing their drugs. Hey, don't touch it. That's what you do when you burn your drugs and you need the cap. Someone's little butterfly clip is down here. We'll clip it on the trees. Might belong to Idaho, but I don't know if she has any hair. There it is. Idaho. That was our moment of silence. I was in deep thought thinking. I'm still trying to lose weight. I lost 40 pounds. And I was really overweight. That was from COVID. During COVID, couldn't move, and I just kept eating and buying food and eating, not being able to move. And I had a hernia, so I couldn't move anyways, which really sucked. During the whole COVID, I had hernia, and I had to lay in bed. And every time I got up, my guts would like sink right out. So that was a little crazy. That was my deep thought right there. That was all I was thinking about for a second, was like I couldn't walk for a long time, and here I am. I'm able to walk. I'm very grateful. That's one of the things I'm grateful for. So my Daisy is in here. And I hope she never found a porcupine, because she always leads Roscoe to porcupines. And then she lets him fight them. Come on, Ross. Oh, we're not going in? Okay. I didn't want to jump in there anyway. I thought Daisy was going to take off on us. Oh, I have little kids that watch my videos, and I didn't know. So if I'm swearing, I'm going to try not to. I always say that. I try not to swear, and sometimes I just do. But if you're watching and I swore, I definitely will try not to. I had someone tell me yesterday they watched my videos and that I swore. And I said, yeah, I know, I probably did. I'm sorry. I usually, look, Daisy found the other toe for that deer. The deer lost his hooves here, and I don't know if I don't know if deers shed their hooves, but anyways, the deer's hooves were in the ground there. And then anyways, Roscoe picked up one, and Daisy just picked up the other one. Hey, Daisy, see it? How gross it is? Daisy didn't care for it. Yeah, those are deer toes. So we're going home. We can hear our competitor out there on his four-wheeler. Yeah. He's a good guy, except Roscoe will run up to his four-wheeler and stand underneath it and won't let him move. And I would think that Roscoe would be afraid of that engine, but he's not. He goes right up to it and goes underneath and won't move. Oh, look, there's something dead. A little bird. Come on, Dave, go. A little bird that was walking around and killed out here. This little piper. He sure was fired though for being out here. He must have went the wrong direction and kept walking. Because usually they're up in there. Those little pipers. He didn't make it anyways. Lost. That's what happens when you get lost. Get lost in the woods here, you could die just from hypothermia at night. Doesn't have to be cold. All you need is a drop. A drop to make your... Most of the animals know that they can squat down. That guy didn't know. So we're on 34 minutes of walking here. This is our walk today. It's one of our walks. We do numerous walks here. Look, there's a D on the rock. Isn't that crazy? We used to put waters along here. Nothing went wrong. It's just we ran out of waters. Look, an albino strawberry. A raspberry. Isn't that crazy? My nose just runs constantly. I can take Benadryl and it seems like it slows it down a little bit. crazy about that garbage being there? The guy that left it there comes here every day still, just to look at it, I guess. But this is the beaver dam. The beaver dam gets knocked down several times a year. I don't know why, because it's on a totally different level than our bridge. But for some crazy reason, Native Americans think that the beaver dam down here blocks the bridge up the hill up there. And they do not connect. This little pond here does not connect to that waterway. And when it does run off, it goes the other way. So you can't say it runs off here. You can't tell people things though, you know, when they live off beans and wieners, they make really bad choices. And that's what this place is, a lot of bad choices. Let's see if it works. That's what their idea is. And some people know the ideas aren't going to work. So if they get like so much money for a project, they'll put the minimum in and let it fail and keep the rest. That's their profit. That's the way of profiting, is to fail. It's so insane. It's so insane that every other reservation has ideas that work and none of ours work. They're always a 1 year flop or 2 year flop until these people are out of office. And that's what the job is for council. It's really, you're paid, and you have to be nice all year to everybody to make sure you get that vote the next time. Some people aren't nice when they know they're leaving. They show their true colors. But right now, if you went up to any counselor, they'd be happy to pull down your pants and toss your salad for the measly money that they get. I think it's 30 grand. 30 grand isn't much. Not for the bullshit you gotta put up with. But when you're sucking on welfare and janitory jobs, it's a lot. So we're all done here for the day. I gotta grab my Roscoe because he's gonna try to run into that girl's house. All right, here we go.